This is chapter 1 of our 8-count basic class, where we go through the rock steps and pickups and the bounce, some basics for the first steps that we do. And the first that we have is our bounce. We bounce with our heels down to the floor on each beat, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so all our weight is a little bit on our ball of the foot. When we paint an axis, we have a little bit of freedom, and the axis is on our ball.
Yes, and we are not super straight in our body, we are a bit bent to have more flexibility in the bounce.
And it can bend a little bit in the knees to bounce, where the foot cannot bounce a lot. Or we can have it a little bit from our butt. We can have a little bit from our center. But together with the feet, we can bounce. And yes, so feel every time that your heel drops on the floor, a gentle touch, 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 touch. This is for our bounce in Lindy hop.
And we execute the bounce on each count of the music. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
so
6, 7, 8.
I'm a leader, and Denise dances as follower, but we all start initiating on the 8. So we count 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. Usually we start always on this count.
Yes, it's a preparation for the next step we are doing. Prepare on the 8.
So the next thing that we need for walking is our pickup. Yes. The pickups are a little bit like, are you lifting your, when you have a little band on your knee and you lift it, then like a marionette, your legs lift bone by bone, and you drop it, and bone by bone you can massage it into the floor. You roll every bone down, and you can press a little bit to connect, to feel this rolling sensation. Yes, and to this we can bounce. Whoop, 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 5, 6, 7. And we make very small steps, and we can go backwards and we can go forwards. And this is our quick, but we can use it as a rock step also. And the rock step doesn't mean I go back, it means that I rock a little bit.
In a direction.
Like a pendulum. And I can do a rock step as a leader with the left leg, usually when I start dancing.
And me as a follower is I'm starting on the right foot, and
so I want to say just that we can go in all directions, and it's still a rock step. We can go backwards, we can go forward, or can go sidewards, and it's still kind of all of the same step. We change direction,
in a circle.
And when we go forward, it's a quick, or when we go backward. It's not like a rock step that changes direction. Usually this one particular rock step changes direction for us. We make initiation in the back side and change into the next step. And with a little trick you can do a double also. And also to lead it with your partner. Yes. Alright. So we have rock steps and we have pickups. And
yeah, I would like to add, make sure that you put your whole weight on the rock step. You're not just stepping behind or in front without moving your body. Always move with your weight of the whole body.
yes, and let your arms swing a bit. If you want to make a larger step than we do, you have to go down a little bit. Otherwise your rock step would be as much as you move your upper body. And I would ask a little bit the people to extend the behind and try to whoop a little bit, drag it with your bottom a little bit. So we go on 8, 6, 7, 8 and 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And we can show also from this way, just starting with the pickups, a step, 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 and then we add some direction and go back and forward, back, and we try to bounce, but it's a little bit more flat with this. And we can make a double, 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 double. Okay, with the pickups, we will start, and before we do that, the size of each step is also measured for a bill. You can measure with your heel the size of each step that you do. You paint a circle where you are, and then you have this line. On that you put the front of the feet. And so it's not even a whole foot size sometimes that you can do. It's a little bit less than a foot size sometimes.
Yeah, but that's the individual perfect step size.
Yes. Okay. We will start with a bounce and try to do music.
Yeah.
Bounce. 5, 6, 7. Massage nicely into the floor. And we go back. Front. Turn a little bit. Okay. You can try the rock steps in each direction. And you can try back and forward. And you can move your arms. And double rock step. Yes. Okay. So far that's our rock step.
This is chapter 2, and it's about building the triple step.
Yes. So very basic, the triple step is just a step to a little bit to the side, and then followed by a ball change with the other foot. Ball change. While you maintain your position over the step that you just did, and you don't shift it back on the other side, you just keep this here while you make a ball change. Ball change. And from the back it looks like this. I go here, and I make with the left, and you with the right, maybe? And I make a change of the weight, and then a ball change behind this step. And it's a little bit late, as we can see, when we have the rhythm, we counted 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2. And to the other side it goes the same. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Triple step, triple step. Yes, this is without any bounce so far, just to have this movement. And we, if we want to add bounce to it, we have to drop and release. So we go a little bit high with our heel, like maybe this distance, and it counts to our bounce. We make lift and then release, back, lift, release, back, triple step, triple step, release, release. Okay, we can show you once to the front and then from behind, maybe to the front now. And we make just one step forward and then one step back. And while I go forward, my hip rotates a bit into the direction where I move. My hip with the left leg coming, triple step, triple step. So I stand a little bit shifted, not when my direction goes front. I stand a little bit to the side, diagonal, yes. And then I go triple step, very small, and rolling, joop, joop, like a little loop.
Falling into the front.
And now we show it from the back again. In this way, 6, 7, go, and release, and we stand a little bit shifted to this direction. Okay, and for the trick to get a hip in the right position, we need to make 2 movements in one direction. So let's try 2 triple step after each other.
Yes, 2 to the front, 2 to the back again.
Okay, so we bounce, 6, 7, 8, and triple step, shift your hip, go behind, shift your hip, go forward, and shift.
And back.
Yeah, this is very important, and also very important I find to be able doing the triple step just on the spot, without left or right, just up and down. So we would try to have this little bit staying on the spot for like an 8 count. Make 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7. And we go forward, and then we go backward. And we try to have little steps only. Okay, we go forward, and triple step, triple step, triple step, triple step. Alright. And again, I tell you, look how you do your step with your pickups. We said to the pickup, it has to be rolling, and your heel has to be a little bit higher than you think sometimes. Yeah. And then you have enough space just to drop, and be in control any time of a step. Okay. Do we want to add something?
No, I think let's practice it a bit to the music.
Okay.
Yes.
So we show all directions.
Yeah,
And,
we try to go 2 forward, shift your hips, and 2 backwards.
and then 1 basic triple step, 1 8 count on the spot.
Okay.
Okay. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just on the spot, and then we go forward, backward, on the spot. Or we can turn around. We spot, and we go forward and shift our hip.
On the spot again.
Later you can do the sideways and go forward. Okay. You can try this with different music, like a little bit more rolling blues and boogie woogie, or swing music, and try how it can be changing the way that you do your triple steps then.
And
And
also go to the side.
yes, we can have a little challenge of a kind of a mambo tripling. So we go with a triple step to the side, and we cross. Triple step, triple step, triple step, triple step. Yeah. We can show you from our back position. Let's start over the right, huh? Now we can start over the right. Make a triple step, triple step, triple step, triple step. That's also funny to do sometimes. And to the front again. Let me be here. 5, 6 to the right, and triple step, triple step, triple step, triple step, triple step. We might need this little thing later in a different shape, different fashion. Alright, let's try the mambos triples with some music also. I'll be leader, so I dance with the left first. Huh?
And me as follower with the right.
5, 6, 7.
Triple step. 1, 2, 3.
Alright, that's it. Thank you. This is chapter 3, and we are going to show you the basic 8-count step for Lindy hop. And you can then use it hopefully in many ways and directions. And I wanted to start with Denise how we can do the basic on the spot before we go moving ourselves. And we show it just so you can see sideways, and then we change our positions. This
And followers start with the right leg and leaders are ready with the left, as before.
So the first step is 1, 2, and we go with a rock step, but we just make quick, like we have the pickups. And we make with the bounce, quick, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then comes the triple step on 3 and 4. But it also comes on 7 and 8. Now we have 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here we go. And 1,
Step,
2, 3 and
step.
4. You can try to hold your balance. So, from this side again. 5, 6, 7 and 1, 2, 3 and 4. And the next step is just the same. Goes 5, 6, 7 and 8. So when we stay on the 4, under the 4, we make 5, 6, 7 and 8. And together it is very slowly 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8. Yes, and we just try, as everything that we had, try to lift your heels properly and try to connect with the floor to control your steps all the time with a small step size. So having it to the front with just being on the spot. 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And you can try to add a bit more bounce depending on the music. 5, 6, 7. And you can turn it 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, and 4. Yes. That opens a little bit the flexibility that you have, and you can try and move around with this step, turn and try some shapes to practice this. And the next thing will be to move linearly, like we're having later on in the side-by-side basic, where we take it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And now we want to have these directions.
And
So
we practice it solo with you first.
starting on the 8, I will move my butt, a little bit my hip to stretch and give direction for the rock step. Starting on the 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1.
Triple step, step, triple step.
Yes.
Rock
And try to be constantly with your movement. Constantly bounce up and down and keep also your forward and back. Triple step. Okay, to this way also. Let's start from here. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's change the side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. That's the linear way that you need in partner dancing side by side position. And there are different ways also. Sometimes we dance in face-to-face position, and we use a rock step, and we go a little bit still linearly but to the side. 1, 2, 3.
And rock stepping to the back.
It can also be on the spot and only little sidewalks direction. But to have this basic, we want to exercise again, having the same pattern but in a different shape. And we will all start with the left foot first. Also the ladies, the followers also start
with left.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is the pattern. No matter how you count it, but this is a step for all. And you can keep it a bit more on the spot now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. So we have this one, and we can give a little extra also, which we had before with a triple step. Now we can do the basic with a crossing triple step. So now we don't go like this, this way. We will have it in the other way. We start to the left and the followers start to the right. So we sideways, opening, and we cross. 5, 6, and we cross. A rock step,
triple step,
a rock step,
triple step,
and a 1. Yes. This is kind of funny when dancing. Swing. And for now, let's give it all together 2 basics, 2 8 counts. And we had first basics on the spot. And then we had linear movement.
Forward and backward, yes.
Sidewards movement, and then the crossing movement.
Yes.
So, on the spot. Should we stay like this? Yeah? 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. And again on the spot. And then back and forward. Rock, triple, rock, triple, rock, triple, 5, 6, and sideways. 2, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. And now the other side towards step. 4, 2, 5, 6, 7. 3, 5, 6. Alright. That is all the exercises for your 8 count basic for now. And we can try with some music. 5, 6, and from the front, on the spot. Sideways, and we go into this cross. And
rock step,
that was the basic.
Thank you. Welcome to chapter 4, and we are now going to the positions for partner dancing. And yeah, grab your partner up, and yeah, try the positions we show you.
So we will talk about the hands and where you have the connection points on all these different positions. Now we stand face to face, embraced like this, and our hand also just embraces, the fingertips wrap around, and we have a ballroom handhold. On the back side here, it's not really the back side because we stand in front of each other. On the back side, so I have my little wristband here, which connects to the side of the partner, and it's in the elbow height where I see the connection. And then my hand just is all the way here connected. All this area here connects.
Yes, make it ergonomic. And then as the next connection point, I'm connecting with my elbow on the leader's forearm, and also with my hand lying on the shoulder, where this is really...
we have a nice line.
Yeah.
When you can see this, it looks a little bit ergonomic. We are having this flowing line.
This looks very ergonomic.
And so we just let it hang and try a basic step in front of each other here. We make, our feet are slightly shifted when we tipple. You will see that my left foot is outside and her left foot is outside, where the right foot is in the middle. And that in that fashion we can move with this basic step of 8 count basic. So we go step, step, triple step, 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 triple step, 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 step. And we can rotate, or we can move forward, or stay on the spot. Rotate, yes, just find a way to go with your partner. And this basic step. The next thing we have will be our side-by-side position, and here we have a little, when we change to this position, we have a little bit of slide between our arms, which then come to the here. Just here we go a little bit of a rubbing, and we slide over here to the partner's connection point. And let's try from the beginning. When we face the mirror, I will have my hand a little bit open so the fingers are not tight and tightened. We have a little bit loose, and then I connect here, where's the smallest point, around over the belt of the pants, and I connect with my muscle of the arm on this side. So I have 2 points now, 1 point and then the second point.
And I'm connecting again with my elbow on the forearm and here on the lower part of the shoulder. Yeah, and make sure that you, when you change the position, do not lose the connection. Don't let it loose. Always stay connected here very well.
So when I go forward with Denise, it is very easy for me to move her forward. Like again, when we start from the beginning and she has no connection, just I have, I can easily move her forward. And if I want to have her coming back, she has to be a little bit very sensitive, and we can easily lose if she is not so sensitive. But with her arm now, with the elbow in particular, like when you lift this hand to express this elbow here, if I move back and she connects to this point, she can contract her muscle and come with me more easily. So contract the muscle again, contract, and then I'm unable, to lose her on the back.
Yes.
So,
And
yeah,
I'm always seeking for the connection as well, and this helps me a lot.
and we talked about it with the triple step to have a little bit of a diagonal way going to the front. So this is the position that we start in side by side. We do not stand so straight. We have more a little bit sideways standing, and then we open a bit for the rock step and come into the triple step, rock step, triple step. So it's a little bit of a in position, and now we got a little bit of a out, and a little bit of an in, and a little bit of an out, and go triple step, rock step, triple step, rock step, triple. And all of this you can also by yourself exercise it just with the rock steps to have a little bit of a starting sensation and get the rhythm, and then you can start with a rock step. Yes. So your partner will be more prepared then. And we come to the next basic step of the 8-count basic.
The open position, face to face.
So, and the hand hold here. We will have two hands now, just wrapped around, and to show you, you can make it by yourself. Take your one hand, that is the leader hand, this is the follower hand, and we go in this bone, and in this we slide in to the whole side of the hand, not just to the fingertips, and we will not press a lot with the thumb, but you can have the thumb laying here, and you can pull, but you can press also. You can pull, you can press, and we need this with our partner. For that to being able, please try this. Have her opening her arms, and then change partner also. Like you press a little bit,
and I react and giving the pressure back in a mini Einlenk moment.
Yeah, and I can also resist a bit to this. Yeah, just about a little bit of resistance. And here we need the elbows to resist and the shoulders, and then to contract the belly. Yes, so you can also have a little compress and a stretch. But you measure how much you need for everything that you do. So first we seek a little bit of a connection point where we feel our partner with his hanging. You can come closer, and then you go away, and then you feel in your fingers, yeah, that's enough for us now, we don't need more. And that you talk about with your partner. So the basic here goes with a little bit of giving her space. Rock, step, and a triple step. Give her space. You do that on the even number 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7. Give her space. Yes.
And if I don't feel the space, I can also do like the rock step on the spot when I'm insecure what Lindy is telling me.
We show you one time from behind to the steps what to do. I'm doing my leader step, and Denise is doing her follower step with the basic. Sidewards. Okay, so we go 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, and we swing our arms, and we try to bounce with the triple steps. And now we take it a little bit more straight, not so much sidewards. Rock, step. Yes, and then we can express more sidewards again. 5, 6, 7. Okay, and this is pretty much our face-to-face basic exercise. And you also have a little bit of this hand connection points. Yes, with a stretch on 1 and on 5. You will feel this. And the next thing is our mambo basic step. That's our last thing also. Well, it's basic. And now we take the hand of our partner and we lead a step sidewards. With this movement in our bodies, also going to the side, changing and turning around, and turning also around here. So when we just walk through it without any steps, we will just go sidewards, turn around, go sidewards, turn around. And then we have our basic rhythm. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and rock, step, 3, step, and rock, step, 3, step. We can show one time also both sides like this, and 1, 2, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. And now this other basic that we had was rock, step, trip, trip, rock, step, trip, trip, rock, step, trip, rock, step, trip, trip, rock, step, trip, trip. Our mambo basic. And then we can have a little bit of a slow down, slowing it down, and then rock, step, trip, trip. By the next exercise, we want to have all 4 basic steps.
And all 3 positions.
So on the spot, linearly in side-by-side position, and then opening up, and then doing the mambo basic. So 4 basic 8-count steps. First was our closed position, and then we have the side-by-side position, and then we change to face-to-face, and where in face-to-face we go just a little bit more dynamic, the basic step, the 4th turn. So
let's try it to music.
1, again from the top we have a closed position for 2 8 counts. And then we change to side by side. You can have a little bit of flow, so you can move a little bit, stretching forward.
Welcome to chapter number 5, and now we want to add some breaks to our 8-count Lindy Hop basic and add some fancy footwork also.
we will start with closed position, right? Yeah.
Let's start.
And then we will go to the open position, and then we go to the side-by-side position for a third break. And the first break is a jig walk. Jig walk goes like this. You can lead it.
It's like
And,
a pendulum.
We will have it in our closed position. So we will make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's not far away this time. We have, because we dance in a closed position, we have a little bit of a connection with our partner, right? And breaks are LED. This one is a LED break.
Yes, and for this jig walk in the closed position, it's really important that you have the right foot setting, that you're here not in front of each other, but a bit on the side as follower. And this is also something the leader has to secure, that we do not hit each other. And for the jig walks, it's important to move your weight really to the end, so there's nothing more left to go there.
When I hold my hand, I can see how much I change my hip. Yes. Okay. Oh.
Let's try together.
Yeah, okay. So we just count on 8 to go over to the right side for the leads. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. With one basic in between, we have a rock step, triple step, 5, 6, 7, 8, and close her up. 3, 5, 6, 7, rock step, triple, rock step. 1, 2, 3, and then I take her a little bit closer and change the hip. Yes, that's gonna be the jig walk, and you can do it in different ways also with the 6 count step. Now the next break is a TikTok.
Yes, it's in an open position, face to face. And
Where we have this basic now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4,
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Then we can add the basic rock step again.
So here, just think of shifting your weight forward and backward, and then I start tick-tocking on 1, 1, 2, 3. On 4, I change to the other side. 7, 8, and we step to the basic. Okay, they're just so easy. While this one is not so strongly led, I give more freedom. She could do maybe something differently than what I do. I'm not forcing something here.
Yes, and I'm seeing what she's doing, and then I can follow it. It's not led like the jig walk is.
Although when you are good connected, you feel the stretch of the TikTok every time. It can be stretch, stretch, stretch in the hand that you feel. And so we try with one basic and make 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. So far, when you have the swing music, dance until you hear the break coming, and then try to do something funny to the break. And
yes, and you can do the TikToks on 4 counts to one side and a return on the other 4 counts. But you can also go in one direction like you wish.
okay, now we go to the side-by-side position, and therefore we need the stomp that we need. It's like this on and 8. You could do a knee slap just on 8, like 5, 6, 7, 8. And you can do a ball change, 5, 6, 7. And you can also make a little bit of a hip shaking. Yeah. 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then the knee step. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have these 2 breaks, and before we just have in the side-to-side position, our position is in a V shape. So the V shape is in position, and we open it up for the 1, 2. We go 1, and then the 2 closes in, and we can have a 3, 4, and from here we can just shape 5, 6. So for the stomp that I will do, I can take her a little bit closer now. 7, and then 8. So I will have in, out, in on the 7 and 8. Let's show you. 5, 6, 7, and a rock step. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, very gentle, just a little bit of a, in this rhythm of the shaky shake from the side. 6, 7, and a rock step. 3, 5, 6, hoop, bada, and that's a little break for side by side, where we can change it with a
knee slap on the end instead of the stomper.
Let's make one basic before. Here we go, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. Now I take a rock, 3, shaky, shake. 1, 2, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So let's try to make a little summary of the first break that we had. It was in face-to-face. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. And we do a jig walk. 3, 5, 7. And then we have the face-to-face position, the basic, and tick-tocks. 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Then we had the side-by-side position. 1, 2, 3, 5. With a little stomp. Ha, ho. 5, 6, 7. Yes. One more time so you can see from the front. And ha, ho. 5, 6, 7. 1. Okay.
Let's try it to music.
After doing this, let's try to music, and we have the song. Try to hear the break that is coming, or just exercise any time that you want to do it.